Hello boys and girls, it's your boy King Jiffy Coates, and today we're going to be looking at a few different interesting things. Now, I myself have been a big fan of the Postal series, and what Running with Scissors has been able to do, even though they've been hit constantly with a ton of controversy all the time, they were kind of kicked down to the dirt. Other studios don't like collaborating with them due to the fact of how edgy they are, but they have officially launched a Postal 2 Redux Kickstarter. Pre-launch goes live today. Now, when I'm reading this is on June, this wasn't June 10th, but this was posted on June 12th. I was reading this on like the 11th of August, and I just wanted to like kind of run through what this pre-launch is going to be, kind of put my little love out there for the Postal team, and kind of explain what's going on, because if you're a Postal fan like me, you want a little bit more information, and sometimes you don't want to read through all this stuff, so you may just want some goon bag with cum who that drips out of his nipples to read you the stuff. So Running with Scissors is proudly announcing the ultimate remake for PCs and console. That's right, boys and girls, we're gonna have Postal 2 on console, which is freaking awesome. But it is one of these things where it says, honored and humbled by the greatest fans in gaming, Running with Scissors, with our publisher Flat 2 VR Studios and co-developer Team Beef. Now, I don't know who Team Beef is. I'm kind of looking at their Twitter. It looks like they're just kind of doing some Postal stuff. I don't know what else they've done, to be honest. Looking through it, I have no idea who these people are. I know that they got like the Lolcow Live logo, which I think is kind of weird. Is this like owned by Keemstar? Is this a Keemstar fucking alt account where he is now helping video games get off the ground floor? I think that would be funny if there's a secret Lolcow game studio that I had no idea about, started by Boogie and Keem, but who knows? Maybe I'm way off base. That is just my speculations. But they are shooting the ultimate load to bring you Postal 2 Redux on PC for the very first time on consoles. Thank God it's going on consoles. I love when every game's on everything. That is something I've been a very big proponent of for a very long time. So I love when everybody gets to play the games I love. I hate exclusivity. I've always hated exclusivity. So now Xbox, get your heads out of your fucking asses and let them put this on console, because if you don't, you're a bunch of pussies, and you are, Phil Spencer, you're a big fucking liar, because I thought you stood for video game preservation, but you won't let Postal 4 on Xbox. Anyways, a ground up overhaul of the infamous open world shooter. Postal 2 Redux will host every original asset out of the creaking Unreal Engine 1.5 and slap it into today's Unity, delivering the same familiar week in Postal Dude's life with a merciless glow up. Yeah, dude, I fucked that up so bad, dude. Might as well slap me in the ass and call me your little bitch boy, because I can't even do this shit right. I do this worse than the Quartering, and that's all he fucking does for a living is read fucking articles. But a bucket of new toys. Since the original release in 2003, the infamous Postal 2 has led the way in creating the legacy and culture of the Postal universe and community. We're committed to creating the ultimate Postal experience for many years. The #1 request from friends around the world has been to remake Postal 2, and that's what we're gonna friggin' do. They said Vince Desi, the Mad Hatter founder of Running with Scissors, working firsthand with Flat 2 RV Gaylord and Team Beef, the Keemstar secret game company. This Kickstarter is the cherry-breaking moment in the history of the most blacklisted, criticized, and condemned and loved game brand in history. Postal 2 Redux will deliver the Postal Dude and Champ in all their glorious and wonderful insanity, with enhanced visuals, new weapons, nastier physics, and endless Easter eggs. Why Postal 2 Redux isn't just a coat of paint. High-res textures, dynamic lighting, Paradise's warped billboards, and puddles of the finest fluids get razor-sharp grime they deserve. Zero load streaming world. That's great, because the fucking loading in Postal 4 was obnoxious. smarter, freer crowds, which we all know that the Postal's NPCs were all dipshits, so that's gonna be nice. Reforged arsenal, better weighty ballistics, ragdoll dismemberment, rounds that punch clean through unlucky bystanders. We get more gore, baby. I'm so sick of modern video games not amping up the gore. Why do we have this good of graphics and we're not amping up these fucking these fucking gore physics? Fully propped, breakable interiors. Ooh, I like that. This is, dude, Postal is going straight for, they are taking the knees out of Battlefield. Let's fucking go. Paradise itself will be, breathe lightning shifts over the course of each in-game day, from sun-scorched afternoons to lamplit alleys come evening, and every junk-strewn corner bristles with the physics-enabled debris begging to be destroyed. Every classic instrument of overquick kill will be rebuilt from the trigger up, plus a few fresh calibers Paradise PD hasn't outlawed yet. World on the street is the Postal dude. Attachments might be in line for an upgrade too, because tasteful restraint is for other franchises. Let's go. Now, there's also going to be a Postal 2 VR that's going to be awesome. It's going to be great because it does say that they are gunning for every console. That includes Xbox, if Xbox isn't going to be a little bitch about it. Nintendo has been cool about letting Postal properties on there, so I see no problem with that, and PlayStation has as well, so that's going to be really cool. The Kickstarter's Blood Drive launches this summer. What the fuck? They have a blood drive? That seems a little wild. We got a little bit of a weird blood drive situation. You might get spammed the moment the campaign goes live. Backers unlock exclusive game keys, limited collector's editions, and even snag a chance to become immortalized as a fully autonomous character in Paradise. That's cool. That's kind of like what they did for Civi and Postal 4. Now, well, here's what to do next. If you want to be a backer of this or whatever, mark your calendars for June 12th, 2025 is when we fire the starting pistol of Postal 2 Redux revealed. Kickstarter pre-launch is activated. Time to gear up. Head over to the Postal 2 Redux pre-launch page now. Smash that follow button. Brace yourself for the Kickstarter's campaign, which drops this summer. Want in on every filthy update, sneak peek, and face-smashing GIF? Follow Flat 2 VR Studios on X, YouTube, and Instagram, or join the ranks of the unapologetically deranged in our Discord, because in Paradise, the real sin is not joining in. I am so fucking excited for this, dude. I am so excited to do all the shit. He says download the Postal 2 Redux press kit here. You can also go to the pre-launch page, which you go here. It's a lot of the same information. They have reached 10,000 followers. We want to see them hit all the way to the top. I want to see them hit all the way to the fucking top. I will be following this. I've never created a Kickstarter page, but I will be following this. I want to see where this fucking thing goes. I am so excited. This is the type of shit we should be supporting, not whatever these fucking AAA, quadruple A gaylords are trying to push into our fucking gullets. I mean, it looks like our third pre-launch goal. Oh, that's so excited that they hit the third goal. I mean, all of this shit has been hit. I am so excited. I hope they do the same thing they did with Postal 4, where they add all the different voice actors. And this is the thing I have to say with Running with Scissors that a lot of studios don't do. Running with Scissors never gives up on their shit. They keep incorporating, they keep pushing, they keep building bigger. If the fans want something, they fucking add it. If the game's janky, they fucking fix it. And they never stopped working on Postal 2. They worked on Postal 2 all the way up until this point, and the game's like almost 20 years old probably by now, or over 20 years old, and they just continuously working on it. Same with Postal 4. They haven't stopped working on that son of a bitch, and it's so nice to see a company that cares for their products as much as these guys do. That's really all I got for the Postal 2 Redux information. Please, if you're excited for this as I am, make sure to let me know in the comments. I'm everything Postal's been, the Postal stuff has been this year has been incredible. We have so much going on, and I do have to say, Running with Scissors, you need to get in contact with DOSman Games. I think that is a beautiful collab idea that needs to be put out there. Have a little fun, a couple hour long boomer shooter to coincide with the Postal world. I don't know. I know you guys already had the big boomer shooter, but I don't know. DOSman is I see DOSman Games as an underdog in the industry as well, and an absolute goat. So I would love to see you guys work together. I don't know how DOSman feels about that. That would be something you guys figure out. But two of my favorite studios collaborating to bring something cool into the world, that would make me happy. But that's all I got on that one, guys. Make sure to let me know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and stop fucking gooning in the closets. How many times do I have to tell you this shit?